Candy canes are the flavor of the season, and if you have some laying around, Brittany Bailey has the perfect way to make use of them in this week's Brittany's Bites.
Well, happy National Candy Cane Day, everyone. Yep, again, there is a holiday for everything, but this is actually kind of perfect. It's the day after Christmas, right? So you probably have maybe a lot of extra candy canes hanging around. Here is something great you can do with them. Make a really tasty dessert. I actually made this because my sister asked me to. My sister Renee, she loves anything that's chocolate and mint together. I personally hate it. I don't think mint goes anywhere besides toothpaste and chewing gum, but I'm making this for her. It's a layered candy cane dessert. I'm gonna call it candy cane crunch because I like it. Okay, so it just starts out with some chocolate sandwich cookies here in a smaller package than this. So 36 total cookies, put it in a food processor, 6 tablespoons melted butter, whir it all together, and then you can press it into this 13x9 pan. Now I popped this in the fridge a little bit as well to get it really hardened up. And then we're just gonna start on the layers. It has 3 more layers after this. No baking required. That's the best part about this. So over here in my stand mixer, I have 1 block of cream cheese softened. To that, I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and then 2 tablespoons of 2% milk. You can probably use whatever you have. I spilled it earlier, so it's still drippy. All right, let's do 2 tablespoons of milk right in here. And then we are just going to mix it up until it gets all nice and fluffy. Okay, it's pretty much done, all mixed up there. Now we're gonna fold in some whipped topping. You know, the easy stuff you can just buy in the grocery store. Now this recipe calls for 12 ounces. Each one of these is 8 ounces, so you need about 1.5. But from the looks of this recipe, you can kind of eyeball it a little bit. So you wanna do about 1 cup to begin with. That's maybe about 1 cup, and we're just gonna fold it in. And then comes the candy cane part. So there is a little bit of prep work involved in this, not too much, but that's what's gonna take the most time. Once you have everything done, it all comes together very, very quickly. So again, just prepping the Oreos and getting that all pressed in, that took a little bit of time. And frankly, the most annoying part was crushing up the candy canes. But you just put about 7 of them in a bag and then crush them up. I just used my grandmother's rolling pin, and it worked out pretty well. Here we go, here they are. So that's about 3/4 of a cup. What you're gonna do is take about 1/2 cup of that and mix it into here. This is where our candy cane crunch layer comes in, because you want to leave a little bit of it for the topping. So I'm gonna do almost all of this. I want to leave some of the big pieces for the topping so you can see the candy cane part. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, this looks pretty good, nice and fluffy. So here is our first layer, well, I guess our second layer on top of the cookie crust here. So I'm gonna spread this out. Okay, I have it all spread out. You wanna be very careful, and that's why you put the Oreo crust in the fridge for a bit, because if you don't, it won't stay solid. You'll start to pick up the cookie bits into this layer. You really wanna have those separate layers so when you slice into it, you can see it. So that's kind of our cream cheesy layer with the peppermint and then the candy canes. Now I just have in this bowl 2 little boxes of white chocolate pudding mix. It's kind of hard to find. I only found this one brand, so I'm sure you could use vanilla or another flavor that you like, and that's just fine. So with these 2 boxes, you're gonna have about 2 3/4 cup cold milk, almost 3 cups, so it's right to the top here. Whoa! So we're gonna mix this up and just whisk this up for about 2 minutes or so. You really want it to thicken and set up. Once I do that, then we're gonna put on the pudding layer, and there's only 1 layer after that. See how easy this is once your prep work is done? You just want it basically thick enough so that it doesn't just sink into the next layer below it. And I think we're good to go with that. So this is the white chocolate layer that we're gonna pour on top, and then just 1 more to go. Okay, so now we have our 3rd layer done. Again, we've got cookies, then we've got the cream cheese with the candy canes, now we've got the white chocolate pudding, and then just gotta put more whipped topping on top. Okay, I have it almost complete. Look how easy this has been, and it looks really cute so far. But you want to let people know what the flavor is. So you don't want to leave it just like that. This white topping could be anything. That's why you have your last little bits of candy canes. You're going to sprinkle them all on top. I think that does it. There you have your layered candy cane dessert. This is all for my sister Renee, and hopefully you like it too. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Cheers.
Oh, yum. All right. Brittany loves getting recipes from our viewers. So if you're tuned in, you're watching, and you want to send her an idea and have her try it, you can text that recipe and let her know to the number on your screen, 614-460-3345.